What's going on, everybody? Eric Hampford here with Made Hoops. I have a special guest today. Really excited about it. We just started a partnership with Honest Game. I'm joined right now by the co-founder and CEO, Kim Michelson. She's going to talk a little bit about the product, and it's something, like I said, that me as well as my team, and I know they're very excited about it as well. So Kim, how you doing today?
Doing great. Thank you so much for having me, Eric.
Absolutely. So let's talk a little bit about Honest Game. I'm not sure how many of our people are familiar with the product, but it's definitely something that we think is highly valuable, and parents and kids should really take advantage of it.
Yeah, thank you so much. We're really grateful for this partnership, in particular because Made Hoops is really focusing on that middle school market, and it's really all about intervention and providing resources and supports early on in a student athlete's career. So what Honest Game does is it basically turns a high school transcript, and as you can imagine, high school transcripts around the country look different, but it turns a high school transcript into a college athletic eligible report. So if that report basically doesn't just talk about GPA, but it actually is using data that has integrity from the transcript or from the high school IT department, and it takes that and compiles it into a compliance-ready report. So when college coaches or compliance folks look at it, you're speaking their language. They know if you're eligible, they know if you're admissible, and the feedback we've received from colleges is, hey, you just did our job for us. Like, thank you for doing these calculations.
Absolutely. I know on our end of things, we deal with these kids and these teams and parents on a day-to-day basis. And, everybody hears the cautionary tales about the kids who, have to switch schools. They've been to 3-4 different schools. They're not eligible. They have to go to the junior college ranks. There's so many of these kids who have transcripts that are an absolute mess. And part of the problem is they're not concerned with their academics until it's too late. So how early can our kids really start this process and kind of get their academics in order and become the focus of what they're really driving to get to the next level?
Yeah, that's a great point. And just to give you some stats to back up what you're talking about, I think people don't understand that there are 1 million kids every year that are academically ineligible. That means that they cannot play in college. And many of them have no idea. And then when you're dealing with sort of urban communities, you're dealing with 1 in 2. So it's a really high number. And the crazy part, like you said, is it's incredibly preventable. So the earliest time we work with kids is we can work with them in 7th grade, 7th and 8th. Eligibility, as far as the NCAA and NAIA, starts day 1 freshman year. But we've created a simulated program as well, so kids can say, hey, if you don't start focusing on this early and sort of building awareness, you won't be eligible. And just to your point, it's great if you're a good athlete, even though you could be 1 injury away, but you're a great athlete, that's incredibly important. But academics are just as important as far as accessing college athletic scholarships. So it's a shame that it's been ignored so long, and our program, our algorithm and technology really provides a pathway that if kids follow it step by step by step, they will be eligible.
And I think it's great with what you guys do, because a huge component of what we try to really get everybody to understand is at some point the ball is going to stop bouncing, right? So basketball is a great vehicle to get you places. It could take you all around the world. You could see Europe, you could play, if you're lucky, professionally, obviously at different levels. But at some point you're going to have to go pro again and find a second career or just a career in general. So you want to get to school where you can use that, degree and set yourself up for the rest of your life. I know that, we're really excited about it because it brings a different level of organization, professionalism, and it helps us on our platform kind of lead our people who are obviously basketball centric, but there are so many different parents and coaches who really care about the academic side, but they don't always know exactly how to go about keeping their programs organized, keeping their kids organized. And obviously Honest Game is the perfect place for that. So Kim, I want to thank you for your time today. Obviously, we're going to spend more time over the next, foreseeable future, kind of breaking down what you guys do and cultivating the relationship and helping as many student athletes, families, and teams out as possible. For you guys who are, obviously following us with Made Hoops, you can learn more about Honest Game. Go to our website, www.madehoops.com/honestgame, and you'll be able to find out more information there. And if you have any other further questions, always hit my DMs. You can hit the Made Hoops DMs. You can contact Kim if you want to give them, the plug to your site or any of your information. We'll find a way to make sure that we get everybody on the same page.
Sure. Well, I want to take a moment and just do a shout out to Made Hoops. You guys are really this preeminent program for this middle school market, and just the thought leadership and the sort of bigger than yourself idea and picture that academics is important and you want to change these students' lives. You're touching them early, and that's critical. So hats off to you guys for having sort of a bigger vision and actually sort of employing that vision. So I'm super proud of you guys. I'm proud of the partnership. And if anybody wants to learn more, you can always visit honestgame.com or shoot us an email at info@honestgame.com. And our Twitter handle is @honestgamecares.
Awesome. Guys, until next time, we'll have some more exciting stuff with Honest Game in the future. Thanks a lot.